What are their thoughts of you? Hi, beautiful soul. Thank you for joining me, Mystic Miya, here on Mostly in the Moment for another Love Pick a Card reading. We're looking at their thoughts of you, just kind of overall, where they're thinking about you right now, this exact moment that you watched this reading, what they think about you romantically, and what their thoughts of you are long term. So we have 4 piles here. You may choose a pile based on the image, the colors, the number, or the emojis. The timeless reading, the timestamps are below. So I just want to say thank you so much for your love and support. I've been doing a lot of spiritual readings mixed in with love readings, and you can tell that I'm trying to merge my content right now. So it's really, really nice meeting the like-minded folks that are resonating with my more higher spiritual readings, but I feel like that highly spiritual messages also come through in my love readings as well. So I appreciate all of you so much. Thank you so much for your love and support. And with that, I hope you enjoyed the reading, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 1. We're looking at their thoughts of you. So let's look at their thoughts of you overall first. White Rose, new start and wisdom. They do feel like you've been through a very difficult challenge in your life, something that like not everyone goes through or not everyone gets through. Something where you kind of had one life and then another life. So you might have had like a really traumatic event that really drastically changed your personality, your outlook in life, your goals in life, your dreams. And they notice this about you. So this is someone who has known you like before you made this change and after, or this is someone who's like checking up on you, who has known you before and kind of seeing that like you're a different person now, or someone new that you met and notice that like you are a completely different person when you were younger or a while ago. All right, overall, Gemini, the communicative. They do feel like, and came out in reverse, that although you seem very personable, you seem like you can talk to anyone, you seem like very witty, very smart, able to hold a really interesting conversation, like you kind of hold back. This person feels like you're holding back, and it's because of whatever kind of change you went through. So it's kind of like they can see like the old version of you kind of in the background, like maybe you know how to have a good time, or you can really engage a group of people in conversation or storytelling, or you're just a fun person to be around. It's never a dull moment around you. You can count on you for making things not awkward if they feel like they need to impress someone or something. They feel like they can count on you. They feel like you're a good person to have around, but they can feel like that somehow like that party person or that really excited about life, curious, engaged, super engaging person is just like a shell of who you used to be. For some reason, that's not who you are now. There's something about like you're wiser now, but there's like a little hint of who you are still in you when it comes out when you have to kind of put on a show or something. So this person notices this about you. So they're either really smart as well. They're probably really wise like you and can pick this up just on your behavior, or they've known you before. All right, so what do they think of you right now? When you're watching this, what are their thoughts of you? Choices. 7 of Cups, and that's the instructions card. Narcissist, okay. Someone is too full of themselves. Choices. So they think that because you went through this experience that you might be too good for the people around you or the circumstances around you, and this person might be thinking, oh, you feel like you're too good for us now, like you have so many options, or you want something better, and this person only sees it that way because you're kind of putting them, it makes them feel like you're putting them in that category where you're too good for them or they're not enough. And to be honest, you're not a narcissist, but you are too good for the situation anymore. That's why you're kind of closing off. I feel like you have more of a serious tone now, or you want to engage with people who also engage you back. So maybe you still have that fun personality about you, but you like to have fun in a different way now, or you like to be more intellectually stimulated, or you like to talk about certain topics, or you kind of relate to people who also has gone through similar experiences or similar difficult experiences. So you don't think you're better than the people around you. You just know that you are different and you prefer something different. This person might just take that as like a diss. Like they think that they're put in the category of people you're too good for now. But it's just that's how someone who hasn't been through the experiences that you have, or went through the metamorphosis that you have been through, might think of this. It says more about them than it does about you. It really makes them, it really shows them how maybe insecure they might be, or how it might just prove your case. Like they can't understand what you've been through or understand the kind of company you like to keep now. All right, so romantically, what are the thoughts of you romantically? The Advisor, which is the High Priestess, but it came out in reverse. I feel like I feel like they looked up to you. They looked to you for like advice on relationships, or they thought if you had a relationship with this person, they thought that you kind of led their relationship. You kind of showed them what to expect in a relationship, or how to be better in a relationship, or something like that. And with it coming out in reverse, yeah, coffee cup. They feel like you know something that they don't know. I'm getting. They feel like they missed their friend who was able to kind of advise them in relationships. So whether you've dated this person or you're just kind of interested in each other and maybe one or both of you are seeing other people, it feels like they missed their friend who they can talk to about relationships or kind of give them advice on love and stuff like that. So they kind of feel like they're being kicked out of your life, and obviously they have like a little bit of a issue with it. They're not taking it too well. It's not like they're gonna do anything drastic or anything. They just kind of miss their friend, and they don't like this change, obviously. But what's that saying? If it's like, if you and someone you're in a relationship with, whether it's a lover or a friendship or something, if you two go in a separate direction, you part ways, and one of you is doing better and one of you is not, it's really clear for who this relationship was bringing down. Like if you end this connection and you end up doing much better because of it, it's like obviously this connection was holding you back, whether it's a romantic relationship or a friendship. Not to go and say that you should terminate all your relationships that are dragging you down. Like, yeah, there's ups and downs and everything, but like, yeah, they feel like they're gonna be the one who at a loss. It might be like not a drastic loss. It's not like they were holding you down or anything, but they do feel like they're the one who's gonna be missing you more. If that makes sense. I do feel like there's like still like a friendship here, like whatever the situation was between the two of you. It feels like there was a friendship here, and they feel like they're gonna lose that friendship too. Okay, and then what are their thoughts of you long term? King of Cups in reverse. Okay, so I do feel like you're moving on to better things, and they're also feeling like that was it. That was their chance to be with you, and they're not going to have a chance with you again. And I do feel like that is the case for most people who pick this pile. If this pile is for you, like, it does feel like you're going to be moving on to someone who resonates with you better, who speaks your love language, and who's just a better fit for you. And not saying that this wasn't a good connection between you and this person. I just feel like you outgrew it. And I feel like they are getting that hint too, which is why they're kind of like lashing out a little bit. It's not like they're lashing out a lot. It's just that they're upset a little bit, especially if they think about you or around you. And they also are feeling like, oh, I might have lost my chance with pile one. Okay. Show the world the real you. Yeah, I feel like you've been kind of putting on a mask for a very long time around the people, around this person, and like people who know the two of you. And it feels like you can finally take your mask off. And I feel like you've been waiting for the day that you could, and now you can. And there's going to be so many options that open up for you. And you're not a narcissist. You're not someone who's just full of themselves. You're just someone who can finally give the energy to yourself and to the people, things, and opportunities that resonate on your level. And that's not selfish. That's just doing right by you. All right, so let's see if they have something to say to you. What would they want to say? I feel you even though we are apart. Okay. And the Knight of Cups, yeah, this person still has feelings for you, and they would definitely take a chance if you gave it to them. There is like, when you spend a lot of time with someone, whether it's a friend, family member, or a romantic partner, your energies like kind of connect, and they don't like, that connection doesn't go away energetically. You're tied to that person on an energetic level, on a soul level. So, like, I feel like they still feel really close to you. There might be someone who didn't really let many people to get close to them, or they just, maybe it's like a more recent kind of separation, or they feel like something is coming, and so they're holding on to this energy and this connection to you, even if they're not able to describe it or understand it. Yeah, I feel like this person will kind of hold on to this connection a little bit longer. Yeah, and what does the higher self want to say? Be present. You will attract love by enjoying your life as it is. Wherever you are, all will be there. Yeah, their higher self, and even your spirit team, is kind of like, you kind of have to enjoy life. You kind of have to move forward. Like, you can't just like stop your life because someone is having a difficult time getting over you, or that's their lesson. That's what they have to deal with. You've already had similar lessons. You already are on to the other lessons. Like, don't like feel too bad and stop your life because of this person. Okay, and the Four of Cups in reverse. Yeah, you'll be waiting for a long time if you do that, because it's like, this is the time for you to kind of be yourself and get your, like, shine your light, and it will, like, you'll have so many romantic partners, or like the right one, be attracted to you at this time. It's the right thing for you to do, to kind of step away from the situation, from this person. However that is for you, whether it's mentally, emotionally, even physically, or even like spiritually, if you're practicing somehow to kind of disconnect from this person more, Spirit is saying like, you're doing the right thing, and just be yourself. Like, this will allow you to be this authentic version of yourself that will call in the more authentic, resonant connection for you in terms of a romantic connection, or whatever you're looking for. This could be like friends or partner, whatever kind of connection you pick this pile for. Like, that's what you're gonna be calling in very quickly, just by being yourself and like letting go of this person in the past, or people from the past. So pile one, I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, I really appreciate a like or comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 2. We're looking at their thoughts of you. So let's start with overall, what are their thoughts of you? Sacred Lotus, enlightenment. Okay, so they definitely feel like you're someone who is really wise and is kind of an old soul. There's definitely like there's more underneath the surface than you're letting on. And I feel like this person doesn't suspect that there's just like a little bit more going on that you're telling other people, but there's like a lot more going on behind the scenes in that, like, I'm getting beautiful brain of yours and that beautiful soul of yours than you're telling other people. So this person can feel like there's so much more depth than people could even imagine about you, or that you let other people see. Okay, the ninth house, and it came out in reverse, learning and faith. I do feel like you have this like kind of curiosity about life and your passions, your interests, and I feel like because it came out in reverse, you don't really tell a lot of people these interests and passions that you have, the things that you've researched, the things that you experiment with, the things that you try, the things that you're excited about, the things that you like to learn about. Like, I feel like there's a lot to you that you keep hidden, at least from the people, most of the people that know you at this time. So this person, pile 2, they have a clue, they have an idea. Maybe this is someone you've talked to about more deeper things, and they suspect there's even more deeper things than that. Or this could be someone who, if you're connected to this person, if you're dating this person or in a relationship with them, they feel like there's even like as far as deep as they consider you, there's even more to explore there that they, could not comprehend or would not believe existed if they didn't meet you as a person. All right, so let's see what they think about you right now. What are the thoughts of you right now, this moment? Okay, 6 of Wands in reverse, victory. Okay, so that's so interesting because the 6 of Wands, when it come out in reverse, I always consider it like a private victory. So I feel like there's just so much secrecy here. There's so much like hidden underneath the surface. Like, you're a very mysterious person, pile 2. At least this person. But I don't feel like it's just this person. I feel like you keep a lot of things to yourself. And maybe it's just this time in your life right now that you're keeping a lot of things to yourself. But it feels like you're doing it for a reason, because there's a lot of victories and celebrations that you're celebrating behind the scenes or soon will be. Commitment. Oh, okay. All right. So I feel like there's a victory, a private victory, and commitment coming through. So whether you're single or you're dating someone or you're in a relationship, I feel like there is a commitment in terms of a romantic relationship coming in now, soon, or you just had this come through. So around the time that you're watching this, that is kind of private, that you're choosing to keep private. Wow, congratulations, pile 2. But I just feel like because you're such a very deep soul and you're very connected to spirit, I can see with the sacred lotus here that you're a very spiritual person, or whatever that means to you. You're someone who has a lot of faith, whatever that means for you. It tells me that you've been doing a lot of work, because with the learning of faith here, you went deep. You went deep to kind of understand yourself, what you want out of life, and you went through a lot of difficult disciplines for yourself to kind of achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve. And I feel like it's something that you did by yourself, which is why you're trying to keep this specific achievement, this celebration, this commitment that just came in or is coming in soon, coming in now, as a secret, because it's your achievement. It's I'm feeling like no one would understand the depth of this achievement other than yourself. And so you do want to celebrate it privately. Wow. All right. So what are the thoughts of you romantically, pile 2? Quality time. I love that. It's the 6 of Pentacles. I do feel like there's a lot of give and take in this connection with this person, pile 2. They like to spend time with you, and it's not this, they don't want to hang out with you out of obligation. They want to hang out with you because they like you a lot, and they want to make sure that every time you guys hang out, it's worth it for you, or something like that. They definitely put a lot of time and energy into thinking of dates or how to make you happy or how to help you with an issue that you're dealing with, how to share more of themselves with you, and how you two can have more fun or how you two can take things to the next level. Like, they definitely make the time that they spend with you very meaningful. And I'm getting that they like doing that. I do feel like the two of you have been spending a lot of time, just the two of you, maybe spending less time with other people and liking it that way, preferring to spend time with each other. And if this is like, if you're still single or if you're just dating right now, I feel like this is the direction that you're going in with this person. Ascending, wow, oh my goodness. Transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. Yeah. So I definitely feel like if you haven't just come into like a physical union or like the next level of commitment in your connection right now, I feel like it's coming in soon, and especially with the the Lotus, enlightenment, ascending, like the 9th house of learning and faith and this private union, quality time. I do feel like this is the product of your hard work, your inner work, your spiritual work, your work related to your faith, your beliefs, your perceptions on life, the big questions that you had for life. Yeah, I don't doubt that you're someone who's a more philosophical thinker, someone who has the big questions in life and sees life from a higher perspective and believes in more complex, believes in the more intricate aspects of life, the intricate aspects of spiritual theories. I do feel like you're someone who, when this ascending card came up, knew exactly what that means for you. But you're definitely expanding. Your energy is expanding. Your heart energies are expanding. All your chakras. Look at all these chakras that came out. All your energies are expanding in all your chakras. Meaning, for example, in your heart chakra, you're able to hold more love. And so you're able to give more love. You're able to dive deeper in love. And you're able to connect to someone more powerfully. And I feel like that's why this person is such a strong fit. Whether it's just someone you know for a long time or someone new that's just coming in, there's like an automatic fit, because when someone's energy is that big and their soul goes that deep and their understanding goes that deep of life, like, you don't have to, like, you could skip the formalities a little bit. You know, you can skip right to some more meaningful, deeper conversations. And I feel like that's where the two of you kind of line up at this time, and why you're spending so much more quality. It feels like quality time. It feels like every time you hang out with this person, it's just like, I don't know, very meaningful. You know, whether it's just like having fun or thinking of what to do for vacation next month, or, you know, how you're going to handle seeing each other's family, or what the wedding is going to be like, or what do they think about children, or what do they think about different roles of the masculine and feminine in a relationship, or what do they think about other people's relationships, what do they think about the direction in which the world is going, and how that affects relationships, families, communities, whatever. So I do feel like whether you've known this person for a very long time or not, I feel like for most of you, this is something more, somewhat newer. I feel like some of you, it could have been like a year or two that you've been dating this person, but for most people, it's like someone new. This is a time where things are going to expand very quickly, and not just the relationship, but everything surrounding this relationship as well, because all the chakras, so your physical manifestations and how you two kind of present your soul mission to the world, how you two kind of do your spiritual work together, how you choose to express yourselves and your creativity in the external. Yeah, there's a lot of expanding in a lot of ways here. All right, and lastly, before we go into what they want to say to you, long term, the thoughts of you long term. Seven of Wands in reverse. I definitely feel, especially with the Six of Wands here, there's no issue here. I feel like they're trying to figure out anything they can, like, maybe have a red flag about, but they're not finding anything. At least nothing big. That's why I kind of feel like this is kind of new for some people, because I feel like you two kind of meet and kind of move things along really quickly, and I feel like that's something that you two weren't really expecting. So that's why I feel like they're trying to find something to, because, you know, like, I feel like both of you are really logical or rational people too. There's a good amount of like balanced, healthy masculine and feminine energy here, creative, intuitive, and logical and reasonable energy between the two of you. I feel like that's a deep wisdom here. Both of you are very well versed in a lot of things, a lot of philosophical things, a lot of ideas, a lot of thoughts of living, and all that stuff. But I feel like that's why they're trying to find any reason to kind of slow down this thing between you two, but there is no reason. So they're like, well, if there was no reason to kind of slow it down, then the pace at what we're going at, which is still organic, but it's like quicker than usual, there's nothing wrong with it. And they're gonna take it as a good thing, because I think a lot of people, they get confused and they don't know how to take it when things are clicking so well, and they're moving a little bit more quicker than they usually would in another relationship. They might get scared and then kind of mess it up, because they're like, oh, I'm gonna mess this up by going too quick. If I don't do it now, I'll do it later. Like, this is not a good sign. Like, even though there's no reason for me to slow down this connection, I'm still going to do it, which is going to mess up the connection, because you're going against your intuition. So if, you know, your intuition is saying there's nothing wrong here, your logical, reasonable side is saying, like, there's nothing wrong here, there's no reason to slow it down. Slowing it down would be an issue, would cause more problems. Of course, if both of you decide to, because of, like, you know, you want to enjoy the scenic route, like, that's totally cool. But I feel like if you're trying to slow it down because you're trying to say that there's an issue that you don't know of yet, that's going to cause an issue in itself, right? So, like, I feel like they're, like, so surprised that they're not feeling any road bumps on this journey so far with you. And so they're like, okay, I'm not going to second guess it. Because sometimes a lot of people get in their own head, and that's what messes up the connection. So, like, they're like, yeah, I'm not going to get in my own head because of this, because this is right. There's no reason for me to second guess this. Okay. You're very close to achieving your goal. Wow. Yeah, I do feel like there is some sort of commitment coming in between you and this person. And not only that, but kind of like what this commitment means. I feel like it's going to be leveling up your trajectory in life. I don't know what Spirit's saying by that, but, like, I feel like by leveling up this connection between the two of you sooner rather than later, or, like, when it feels natural and organic, I feel like it's going to bring about a bigger goal for the two of you to work on that you might have not come together if you kind of waited on it, or if things didn't progress right now, or it might have taken, like, kind of years for you to kind of figure out this kind of common goal that you have that's bigger than what you two have planned for your life thus far. So I feel like there's, like, a reason why things are organically moving quickly between the two of you. All right, so let's move into the last two questions. What do they have to say? What does their higher self have to say? What do they want to say to you? I look for you everywhere. So I feel like they like being around you, and they're the kind of person that if they're thinking of you, they'll message you. You know, they're not going to play games. Like, if they're thinking of you, you're going to know it. If they want to hang out with you, you're going to see it. They rather, like, there's times where they're like, oh, I want to tell Pile 2 the story. And instead of just texting you or calling you or whatever, messaging you, and somehow they're just like, I'm just gonna You know, I'd rather tell them in person. You know, I'm just going to invite them out for lunch. I don't care. Like, whatever. They're working. I'm working. Who cares? Like, if I want to see them for lunch, I want to see them for lunch. And I want to tell them a story in person. Like, I want to see their face when I, like, make them laugh and have milk, you know, spray out of their nose because, like, I know this is going to crack them up so much. Like, they'll just ask you out for lunch. Who cares if it's, like, 45 minutes away from each other? Like, they don't care. Like, they just, like, if they want to see you, they're going to see you. That's the kind of person who's, like, going to leave you missing them more times than actually being with you, you know? They're the kind of person, like, if they want to be with you, they're going to find a way to be with you. Yeah, the Five of Swords. I feel like too many times in the past, they've kind of been the person who, like, they wish they didn't let the outside world affect their relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like they had situations in their past where they let external circumstances influence their relationship. Like, they wanted to be there for their boyfriend or girlfriend, and their boss said no, or they had to do this, or, you know, it was too far away, or they couldn't risk this or something, like, and they're just like, not anymore. So this person is someone who's, like, really ready to be, like, committed, in a way that not everyone commits. And they want it, you know, not everyone wants that, but, like, I feel like they do. All right, so their higher self, what does their higher self want to say to you? What does your higher self want to say to you? Distance, separation you are experiencing is necessary to help the relationship grow. All right, so I did get distance for some reason. So I do feel like there's something about, if there's a distance between the two of you, they're not going to let that be an issue for too much longer. They're going to move to where you are, or they're going to invite you to move to where they are. Or there's going to be something where they figure out how to be closer to you more, because I do get quality time. I look for you everywhere. There's someone who's like, I'm not going to miss the opportunity to be with them. This life is short enough. I'm not going to, like, maybe their work is too far away and they spend most of their time traveling, or they go back and forth between, you know, maybe they have a kid they have to take care of, or a parent they have to take care of, and where they are, or maybe they had an issue with a distance in their past connection. Yeah, so it might be that you two are at a distance, or maybe it's just like they spend too much time at work, or too much time traveling for work, or something of that sort. And they're like, I'm going to solve this issue right away. They make a huge gesture, and I feel like there's, like, a commitment, and then they decide, like, immediately, like, we have to... I don't know what comes first, but I feel like the distance is taken care of first, and the commitment comes before, after that, very, very soon before, very soon after, or not too far off before. And the last card here, we have the Seven of Wands, and it came out in reverse, like the Seven of Wands. Okay. They have no doubt. I feel like they're a little bit fearless, and I feel like that doesn't scare you, because I feel like for most people, like, if someone's being that fearless in love and making that many, like, grand gestures, and, like, becoming, like, being that over the top, like, it would scare some people, because, like, oh, am I ready for that commitment? Can I give that person the same thing? Like, do they like me more than I like them? You're not scared, because I do feel like you're very, like, high frequency, so you understand when something's more genuine, and when something feels intuitively right, and when something feels off. And so this doesn't scare you. I feel like you're so zen. You feel so at peace with this, and that's a good thing. That means that you two are going in the right direction, and there's a reason that you two are coming together a little bit more quicker. I'm not saying, like, overnight, but, like, a little bit more quicker than you would in other relationships. So pile 2, congratulations. And I hope you liked this reading. If it resonated, I really appreciate a like or comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. And I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 3. We're looking at their thoughts of you. So let's get started with what they think of you overall. rainbows and messages. All right. So I do feel like you're like always a ray of sunshine. You always have some positive, good news. You feel like someone who's like always happy-go-lucky. At least through their eyes, they feel like you're someone who's just always finds the bright side, and it's like a pleasure to be around. Very bubbly, very personable, and interesting. I'm getting to like you always have like I don't know something cool that you saw on a video or something that you want to share, or some interesting fact that you picked up on an article or something. I feel like you're someone who's like also someone who knows how to do a lot of little things. Like you're like a little encyclopedia. Like if someone has a cold, like, oh, you should do this, or like, oh, I have this money issue, it's like, oh, you should do that. You know, like someone who's just like a wealth of information, but also just like helpful, kind. You know, I feel like you just pop up everywhere and just like help people or make them smile, or you know, at least say hi. You're just like a positive beam of sunshine to be around. Okay. 4th house, home and family. And I do feel like you make people feel comfortable wherever you go. I feel like you make people, even if they're strangers and you never met them before, like you feel like you talk to them as if you like known them forever, or you at least talk to them as if you're like if you known them, or that you're just comfortable talking to them. For some reason, you just make people feel very comfortable around you. I feel like you're someone who like attracts people. So even if you're around a bunch of people who come from very different walks of life, you happen to get them to get on the same page and be friendly towards each other. You just make people get along really well. I also think that you're really good. They think that you're really good at in the home. Like you'd be a great partner to have. You know, anyone would be lucky to be partnered with you. They're even saying like, oh, your parents and your siblings, if you have any, like your family's so lucky to have you. Like you take care of them. You're such a pleasure to be around and stuff like that. So, yeah, this person feels like you're just like rainbows and sunshine. All right, so let's see what they think of you right now. Around the time that you're watching this reading, what do they think of you at this time? 5 of Pentacles in reverse. You're not very needy. Yeah, I feel like you're not very needy. I feel like you're very independent. You take care of yourself, or you take care of what you need to take care of. You're someone that people like to be around, people who are who can take care of themselves and take care of things. Like, you know, like people feel naturally more relaxed around people who seems like they can take care of things and are responsible. You know, they feel like, oh yeah, I can talk to this person, or if anything were to happen, like this person seems trustworthy. Yeah, trustworthy people are usually people who seem like they can take care of things. And so this person really finds you as someone who seems like you're very trustworthy, that if you need to figure out something in your life, like you can definitely figure it out yourself. It seems like you have been figuring out everything in your life by yourself for a long time. And even if you needed help, you wouldn't be so shy to ask for help. But like, no, you can take care of things, and if someone needed help, they can come to you. I feel like you're the person that people come to for help, or if they ever needed to, they can rely on you. So you're a reliable person, you're a trustworthy person, you're a responsible person, and you're someone who can take care of themselves. You enjoy taking care of yourself and others, or you can be really good at it if you want it to be. Health issues. There might be a reason that you take care of yourself really well. Maybe you have some sort of mental issue or physical issue with your body, and so you're someone who doesn't take that as like an excuse to kind of slack in life. You're like, I can take care of myself and then some. I can take care of other people on top of myself. So I feel like you're a real go-getter, and someone who maybe it's not your health, maybe it's someone around you. Maybe you had a sibling or a child or partner or someone who had health issues, and you're able to be there for them. And so you always you always were kind of like a responsible person. I'm getting like you kind of learned that at a young age, or a younger age, where you had to kind of look out for someone else or take care of someone else. And so it just kind of put you in that mental state to be more kinder to people, to be more helpful towards people, and to be able to take care of yourself so you can take care of others more. Wow, good for you, pile 3. All right, so what about romantically? What does this person think about you romantically? 5 of Cups. Sorry, I'm the worst. So we have the 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups here. I effed up. So I definitely feel there's something that happened between you and this person. Let's see what that is. The Sword and Rose. Clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, honor, protection, power. Okay, so I don't know. Okay, so I'm getting something like, for some of you, pile 3, like this person asked you out and you were like, I'm sorry, I can't because of your responsibilities. Maybe you had to take care of someone, or your job. Maybe your job is requires you to take care of other people. Maybe you're in the medical field, or maybe you just have a lot of employees that rely on you, or maybe you're very busy, your schedule is very busy taking care of a lot of things, for a lot of maybe organizations, a lot of people, maybe family members. So I feel like you might have said no to this person just because you couldn't juggle a relationship at this time while you're juggling so many, like the lives of so many people that depend on me. I feel like it's very important to you, but it seems very dramatic to other people. Yeah, for a couple of you, I'm sorry. I'm getting like here for 1 or 2 of you, like I feel like there was like a situation where you might have lost someone that you were taking care of, and so it just upped that drive for you even more so. And okay, so for then others, I just feel like you're such a kind, genuine person that I think maybe there are 2 people who are interested in you, and maybe you kind of kissed both of them or something like that, like not like intentionally. Like you weren't trying to mess with them intentionally. I feel like you like maybe like were interested in both of them or one of them, and like one person was interested and then not, and then the other person was interested but then not. Maybe it happened over like the same weekend or the same week, and it's just like, oh my goodness, now both of the people are interested in me, both of them want to ask me out, and both of them kissed me, like, and then the other person found out, and it's just like a whole drama thing. Because I do feel like there's a drama here for some reason. There's some sort of drama here. I do feel like the sorry, I'm the worst. I feel like the sorry is coming from your end for some reason, and it's like kind of weird because I feel like you're such a like pure, innocent soul, and you just like, are so helpful and kind. But I think people forget that you're a human being too, and that you are susceptible to the same things in love that everyone else is. Love is so difficult. Like, why would it be easier for some people and not others? And so I feel like you're like, I'm so sorry. And I feel like you genuinely mean it. I feel like you feel so bad, but it's like, yo, I'm just a person, Yeah, because I think you're fiercely loyal, and I do feel like you're a really good person to be a partner with, and so does this person. I feel like protecting your honor. I keep getting protecting your honor. I don't know. Maybe you did something that they didn't expect that was a little bit spicy. Maybe you like sat with someone and they were just like kind of shocked because they're like, oh, I thought I had time to kind of court you or woo you, or like I didn't think you were gonna be the person who did this, and you're like, why not? I have needs. I'm a person, or something like that. So there is some sort of drama around here, but I do feel like it's something unexpected because you're such a like innocent, like hardworking, kind person who's always helping people. Yeah, let me know what it is, because like I feel like it's very specific, and I feel like pile 3, if this is your pile, you know exactly what I'm talking about. All right, so Let's see. What are their thoughts of you long term? What thoughts of you in terms of long? Are you kidding me? 3 5s in a row? 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, and 5 of Swords. You know, I don't like that 5s are always depicted in the tarot as something like lacking. Because with the 3 5s here now, I feel like it's a positive change. 5s being the number of change and the 3 5s coming up, I feel like there's a positive change coming here for you, pile 3. So you don't need to worry, you don't need to sweat, whatever you're kind of worried about or whatever kind of drama accidentally entered your life like a soap opera and you didn't mean to, is going to be it's going to end up in a way that you could have not imagined, in a better way that you could have ever imagined, in a very magical, positive way. There's a positive ending here. There's a fairy tale ending here. So don't worry, pile 3. I feel like you're kind of like, what happened? Like, I did not, like, I feel like you're the kind of person who avoids drama like that. And the fact that it happened and you're like, what is happening? Right? All right. So long term. Okay, this came out in reverse. Your hard work is paying off. And because it came out in reverse for me, a lot of times when timing cards or timing messages come out in reverse with the card, it means it's happening right now. So with the 555 here, and then like your hard work is paying off, I feel like you did everything right, or you did it as best to your ability as you could. Everyone makes mistakes, but like I feel like even if you made a mistake, you owned up to it, or you said sorry, or you learned your lesson, or I feel like you didn't do anything wrong, and you know, people were just mad at you for no reason, and you just kind of had to, like, you know, deal with it, and that was not fair, and you kept being nice and kept doing what you needed to do. I don't know, there's something about, like, you're getting good karma back, and in a big way. So yeah, I feel like pile 3, like, this, don't worry, like, you're a good soul. It's not going to be messed up by, like, one mistake or a few mistakes, or, you know, by whatever this drama is. I feel like it seems more, like, intense than it actually is, you know? And Spirit's, like, saying, we're going to clear it out for you in a better way than you could have imagined. Because you deserve it. I feel like you do have a lot of good karma. And you didn't deserve any of this. Like, you're also a person... All right, so let's see what they would like to say to you and what their higher self would like to say to you. Because pile 3, what would they like to say to you? You came closer than anyone. Yeah, I feel like this person kind of like butthurt a little bit because they're like I liked you, but they didn't make a move, or they were waiting, or they thought that you would always wait for you. You would always wait for them, and then they saw you with someone else, and like no, something like cheesy like that. Queen of Coins, yeah. I feel like this person, they really admire you and really saw you as a really potentially good, you know, husband-wife material. Definitely long-term relationship material, and they wanted that with you. I feel like, I don't know what was the catalyst. I don't know if they were finally ready, or if seeing you with the other person made them kind of scared that they might not have that chance with you, and they lost opportunity. So they're kind of playing a game right now, because I'm like, you came closer than anyone. I feel like they're being a little dramatic because they know, like, they have a part in this drama. Like, they also didn't step up, or maybe like they're partially at fault, or they might be completely at fault and they're trying to blame it on you, or, you know, whatever it is. I feel like they're being a little dramatic as well. And what does their higher self want to say? You put yourself first. Loving yourself makes you more romantically attractive. Yeah. So I feel like in this case, pile 3, and you probably already know this, but this is just confirmation of what your intuition is probably already telling you, that you didn't do anything wrong, and anything you did wrong, you owned up to and did the right thing. You did the best with what you knew, and you're a human being that makes mistakes, and people shouldn't like if someone really likes you, they're not gonna like hate you for making mistakes, you know. And what you did was not like completely wrong or bad or a huge, like, you know, something that will completely change trajectory of things of your lives. Like, no, like, I feel like you don't need to grovel and like win this person back. Like, you did, like, once you said sorry, once you, like, owned up, maybe you tried, once or twice to talk to them, or, make it up or something like that, or you try to, like, kind of appease the people around. Like, after a couple times, like, all right, like, I did what I was supposed to do. I'm not going to grovel. Like, it's your turn, So I feel like you know when to kind of cut it off, or when, like, not to overextend yourself, or make up for something that wasn't your fault or something, Last card here, 9 of Swords. I feel like even if it, like, means that people are going to be upset with you and not talk to you, and that's going to make you sad, like, you have to stand up for yourself, and that it's going to make people respect you and not mess with you, especially in love, if you respect yourself and you do what is the right thing to do. It's going to suck for a little bit, but it's not going to suck forever, and the people that are meant to be in your life are going to be in your life, and if not, if this doesn't turn out well with this person or the other person, like, screw them. Like, people who actually are on your level, who actually deserve you, because you're such a kind soul, who would, when you enter a partnership, if, like, you're both going to make mistakes, you have to allow the other person to make mistakes. You're not going to have to always correct them. You're going to have to allow them to kind of learn from themselves. Like, that's kind of, like, what this person isn't giving you. And they're not seeing you, like, maybe they held you up in this, like, high, like, this pedestal, and then once you kind of show your human side, they're like, oh, like, you should have been, like, that perfect angel. It's like, screw you, you're not a perfect angel. Like, what the heck? Like, so, like, I think you do have really good virtue and really good value, but this person can't see it, and they're trying to, like, throw it in your face that, like, you're not perfect, and it's like, oh, okay, like, are you perfect? Like, should we compare? Like, like, the person who is, like, right for you isn't gonna, like, compare you like that, or say things like that about you. Usually people who point fingers and be like, you're not perfect, are people who are super self-critical of themselves, and they have some issues, and you don't deserve to deal with that issue. Pile 3. You have, like, normal people problems. This person has, like, deeper problems. So just skip this person. All right, pile 3. I hope you enjoyed the reading or resonated with it. If you liked it, I really appreciate it. Like, a comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. And I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 4. We're looking at their thoughts of you as the sun is beautifully setting. Let's look at their thoughts of you overall at first. Okay. Beauty and happiness. And it came out in reverse. And Pluto, shadow, and mysticism. Yeah, I was kind of curious because beauty and happiness came out in reverse. All right, so I do feel like you're very good looking. You're very beautiful inside and out. But I feel like you are comparatively a happy person. Like, I feel like for the amount that you've been through, the amount that you deal with, or the amount that you think about, you're happier than people who are as deep and complex as you, So I feel like you always, like, if you're in a difficult situation, you always dust yourself up and get back up again. Like, even if you're going through a hard time, you try to put on a smile and think positively. Or, you have anger and confusion and sadness, but, like, I feel like for people who are as intelligent as you, like, you still come out to be happier than most people on your level who've gone through that many experiences, or that smart, or has that many issues to solve. Like, I feel like for what you've been through, or what you have to handle on a day-to-day basis, you're pretty happy person compared to a lot of people who might be in a similar situation. But I feel like with the beauty in reverse here, there is such intense beauty to your soul, and especially with the Pluto here, the shadow, the mysticism. I feel like you're someone who walks that line between life and death. Like, you're someone who can understand the, like, deep meaning behind life, and often contemplate, like, the bigger questions. I feel like you think very deeply, you feel very deeply, and that's why you do so much. I feel like you do a lot more in a day than most people understand or can think of. Some of you people know because you're, like, the CEO, you're, like, the manager, you're the boss. so people can, or you're the head of the household or the head of the family. So people know that you take on a lot, and only a strong person can do that. But there's a lot of you, I'm getting like 50-50 almost here, that still does a lot of thinking for the world, solving problems, or just solving, just like becoming aware and understanding why some of the things happen on Earth. Some of the bad things that happen, some of the good things that happen. Like, I think you just think a lot. You're a pensive person, a deep thinker. So I feel like there's a lot of people who have not even seen a glimpse of your inner universe, and that is so very intensely beautiful. Something that people can really see if they were just looking at you from the outside. But the fact that this person picked up on it, pile 4, what else do they know about you that's very deep and intense like this? How does this person know that? All right, let's go into the next question, which is, what are their thoughts about you right now? 2 of Swords, indecision in reverse. I'm getting there is a decision here. And patience. Okay, so they've definitely made a decision. Few more months, good things to come to those who wait. They've made a decision to kind of take their time a little bit. I'm getting a few months at least, like as it says on the card, to kind of move forward in some way. Interesting. So they're thinking, they made the decision to wait a few months before they move forward with you in some way. So I don't know if you two are just friends, or you two just met, or if you two have been dating, or if you two have been in a serious relationship. But there's something about they're going to wait a few months before they move forward. I'm going to pull a clarifier because hammock, taking a vacation physically or mentally, yeah. I got it. They want to take a few months because they can see that you're thinking deeply about something, and they want you to just be able to think about it. So maybe this person proposed something serious to you, and they're going to give you some time to think about it, and not just kind of ask you for an answer right away. Or I feel like for some reason, I feel like they're in this deep thought with you, because I feel like they wouldn't be able to see how deeply you think, and how you analyze, and how you connect a lot of ideas and produce solutions and produce ideas, if they weren't in the trenches with you, So I feel like the two of you are kind of taking some time to think about something serious. I do get a very serious tone with this connection, with this pile here, and this connection. And I do feel like it's a collaborative effort. I feel like it's a joint effort to think something through, really take your time researching it, thinking about it and seeing it from all different angles before making moves. So this is a very important time for the two of you, and they have made the decision, or maybe you two have made the decision together, to just take the next few months, the next 2 or 3 months, to just kind of really think about this seriously. I kind of see like maybe it's a decision, it's a life and death kind of decision based on someone's health. Maybe it's like, should I do this operation or should I not? It could be a serious decision based on should you guys move somewhere? Maybe it's like it's gonna take everything we got in the bank account. Do we take this risk for this house or for this job or for this project or something? So I feel like the two of you, this is a very serious thing that you two have decided to take your time getting to know the ins and outs of and making a decision about. All right, so let's see their thoughts of you romantically at this time. 21. This is the World card, the fans in reverse. Okay, so I do feel like there's this huge cycle that is wrapping up for the two of you, which is why I feel like the two of you are taking your time to decide what's next. And I feel like because of this World card has a lot of people in it, I feel like a lot of like you're waiting to make this decision by yourselves before you tell the rest of the world. So I feel like this could be maybe you two own a business together and you're like, oh, maybe we have to make a decision on what we're going to do before we tell the rest of the employees, kind of thing. Or we're going to decide on what to do before we tell the rest of the family. Maybe you two are thinking about having a child, or maybe you two are pregnant, but you're like, you two are really excited and want to tell the rest of the family and friends, but you're deciding we should wait a few months or something like that. So I am getting something about you two kind of waiting before telling other people. Okay, so what do they think about you? Romantically, heartbroken, deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, mourning. I feel like there might be a situation where maybe there was there might have been a miscarriage. It might have been like that you two broke up and you're waiting before you tell other people. Maybe you went through a divorce. Maybe the two of you had, maybe one of you found out you have terminal illness. Or this is getting very, very sad here. I'm sorry, Pile 4, but it seems like there's definitely a message in here from them that you haven't heard of from them that they want to tell you. So hold on for a second. I'll go through this as quick as possible, rip off the Band-Aid. But they're very, very sad. Maybe it's, I get for some of you that like maybe you just broke up with someone or you just went through something difficult. And so they're waiting a few months before they make a move on you. Maybe you just broke up with someone or you just, lost someone. And so they're like, I'm making a decision to wait a few months before making my move. But I do feel like the two of you are together in this. So I'm getting like if you two are just friends or just dating, I feel like they're waiting to make their move for a few more months because they see that you're going through a difficult thing. Or maybe they're going for a difficult thing. Yeah. Someone's going through a difficult thing. Maybe you two are going through it together. Maybe you're going through it, so they're waiting to make a move on you. I am getting that image now of for some reason, like I do feel like it's collaborative still. So like maybe you two, because I feel like you two are a couple, but not a couple yet. I don't know why, but I'm getting like you two are basically like a couple, or you act like a couple, whether this is something new or you've been together for a while. Like it feels like you're a couple, but not a couple. So I do feel like if you're dealing with grief, Pile 4, if you're specifically dealing with grief for some reason, I feel like you're still connected to this person and this person's still helping you out, but it's kind of like you're on an island by yourself until you kind of get through this or something. Does that make sense? So it feels like you two are a couple even if you're not a couple right now or something like that. Yeah, okay, so let's see. What are their thoughts of you long term? Okay, I gotta turn on light. Okay, so the thoughts of you long term. Wow, the Empress, yeah. They definitely see you as this like supreme divine partner. The divine feminine or the divine masculine. They definitely see you as the one. Yeah, that's why yeah. If there is a divorce or breakup, it's not between the two of you. It's between you and the last person or them and the last person. But I feel like the heartbreak is more from your side. So I do feel like you might be grieving something, or maybe it's like maybe not like completely grieving, but like it's like something happened in your life where it's like maybe not appropriate for someone who knows what's going on with your life to kind of hit on you or to ask you out or to ask for this next thing, or maybe it would be okay, but like they're just kind of out of respect kind of giving it some time, because I do see that they see you in this like really beautiful divine way. And balance spirituality and practicality, and it came out in reverse. Yeah, so with the Pisces here, full moon in Pisces, like you're super highly intuitive, almost you're psychic, or you're basically psychic. You two have this an intense psychic connection with each other. I wouldn't be surprised if you can see each other's dreams, can see each other's actual dreams and like when you're sleeping, but also like dreams as in like visions for the future as well. But I wouldn't be surprised if you two have like a energetic connection that can't be put into words. So I do feel like they're deciding to take some time before it could be like something that like maybe it's not your grief, maybe it's something from the family. Maybe the family is dealing with something, so you want to wait till you announce something. Or maybe the world is dealing with something, so you don't want to like kind of rub their faces in it with this new love or this new next level in love connection you two are entering. I feel like you are very honeymoon, lovey-dovey right now, so you're keeping it to yourself a little bit more. It could be the area that you're in, or maybe your workplace. Maybe you work at the same place, so you don't want to tell everyone yet. But there's something about waiting a few months before telling other people, or them waiting a few months before making a move on you. But like it's undeniable, like this is it. Like I feel like with this connection, it's like the two of you know, like this is it. Okay, so what would they like to say to you? What would their higher self like to say to you? I left when I saw you with someone. I came in reverse. So I feel like they came in when they saw you leaving someone else. So as soon as they found out that you left this person or you became single, they came in. Or I'm also getting maybe they kind of knew that they were going through a hard time and they wanted to be by your side, and they don't want to be like a creep and be like, I'm trying to hit on you while you're going through this difficult time and trying to like make my move. They genuinely just want to be there to help you out because they want to be there for you, but kind of make it known that like I'm interested, but I'm gonna wait, you know. It could be also that you guys are expecting a baby, and if it feels like they just kind of fell more deeply in love with you at the time. Okay, yeah, because I keep getting like, I came in when I saw you. So that I came in when I saw that you left that person, or that you needed my help, so I came in when I saw you. Oh, that you were on the market again. Or that you were, I'm getting, or in an uncomfortable situation or something. And they came and took you away, and they kind of like allowed you to kind of, I feel like they're the hero in this situation. Okay, let's see. The moon card, wow. All right. Got Pluto, the full moon. All right. The Empress, very strong, emotional, intuitive energy, strong feminine energies, for sure. They kind of knew. I feel like they got a calling. Like when they saw you, they knew like it was time to come to approach you. So I feel like this person was kind of in your energies, but they weren't directly in your life. And as soon as they saw you or somehow connected with you recently, they got the call that it was time to come in. All right, so what does their higher self want to say? Unconditional love. Are you kidding me? Yeah, the love between you and your person is internal, nothing, and no one can take it away from you. Yeah, I'm totally. I felt that immediately. Like there's something here between the two of you that's like unspoken and you can't quantify. It's just very divine connection. And they got the call. They came in, and they're not even trying to be cute. They're like genuinely like, I just want to be there for Pile 4 during this time, or I just want to be with them before we announce it. Like I don't care about telling the whole world. I just want to be with Pile 4. Or if you're going through something, it's like I don't care about what happens with us, and I don't have any motives. I just want to be there for them, and I want to do whatever they want, you know. So that's kind of where their head is at. Unconditional love. And Page of Wands, yeah. So not only do they get the call, but they take action on it. It's not going to be like, you know, Knight of Wands King of Wands kind of action. Like they're just taking the first step, because again, they're going to take a few months to kind of, just take a lot of little steps. They're going to take anything major for a few months because of whatever is going on between the two of you. If it's something like where before you announce it to other people, they just want to be in this energy with you. Hold on to this moment as long as possible. They're extremely happy, more happy than they could ever imagine. And they just want to soak up that energy and be in it as much as possible. And that's why they're kind of extending this time of this honeymoon period between the two. If it's something with where you're dealing with something difficult, they're just kind of try to be there in many ways as possible, but in little ways, and not showing you like too many grand gestures, because they're going to be waiting for when you're kind of ready to when it's appropriate to kind of lay that on. But I feel like they're being very respectful, and they don't really even care about their wants and needs. They just want to be there for you. All right, pile 4. So I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, I really appreciate a like or comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light.